Welcome to Heryon, a beautiful, peaceful medieval planet where magic and swords exist until a bunch of spaceships arrive to provide technologies that could improve their quality of life. They are known as alkalies, and they are not the best people you could rely on, as they decided to turn against you to wipe out the entire human race and inflict them with the corrosion. By the corrosion, I don't mean the kind of reaction where a battle got damaged from wear and tear. It affects humans both mentally and physically. They will eat you from the inside, take over your mind and body, and the process continues by using your body to fight the next prey to spread the corrosion. It affects humans, plants, monsters, animals, and even soils. According to my calculation based on this problem, we're screwed. But not to worry, Daryon and his sister Selene had to regroup and set out a journey to find a cure for the corrosion to save their mother, but also save everyone else in the world. As for the reason, I wouldn't want to spoil much of it, as this is more of a non-spoiler view. As for combat, this is a turn-based game with a mixture of chess and time management. Those pentagon fields are known as nexus, spots where you can navigate your characters to either maneuver around or toward the monsters to attack them. You can either go for the backstab or extra damage, or fight them head on without any bonuses unless you know their elemental weaknesses. Whenever you can, make your character versatile in terms of the skill set, always experiment what works and what doesn't on these monsters. There will be bound to be a situation where raw strengths and magic are required to defeat a monster with no elemental weaknesses. The battle could take place in a rainy season where fire spells doesn't do much damage, which in turn makes lightning spells more effective. There is a lot of factors fall into places when it comes to each battle. If you don't know what elements is strongest due to the weather, you can always check on the element symbols next to the minimap. Each character has unique sets of skills of their own, Daryon as a swordsman and Selene as a sorceress. I wouldn't cover much on other characters, which may count as a spoiler for some of you, but I will talk about that in another video if you guys wanted me to. You may be wondering where their stats would be coming from, and this is where crystals comes in. Each weapon has their own set of slots when it comes to crystals. Different arrangements and the colors could be filled in every one of them. Before you place your crystals, do know that you have to decide what's the best stats for your characters, as each slot will provide a certain percentage of bonuses. The reason why I said this is because that you can't fill in every single crystal slot. You can only focus on one direction or path until the end on whatever the weapon has offered you. Of course, at certain point, you can just take another direction if you wish to pursue other stats if that fits your style. But most importantly, you have to consider about speed, pace, and incantation speed. Speed is referring to how fast your ATB will be charged, while haste is referring to how fast your ATB charged when using a skill, such as a sword skill or a spell that Daryon can use. But incantation speed is referring to how fast you can prepare your spells to be launched at your monsters or enemies. So either way, there's so many options for you to decide on what kind of stats do you want. However, it all depends on what kind of crystal slots and bonuses they offer based on the weapons that you get. So it could be a balance of both worlds, or it could be one-sided offense, one-sided defense. If you want to unlock those crystal slots, you need for your weapons at least, you need to gain experience by finishing quests and killing monsters. So be sure to kill those monsters. The game also offers side quests where you can level up your characters and weapons. The rewards of the side quests can offer you a recipe of certain weapons or give you more experience and pairs if you want to purchase something so that you can prepare all other stuff that you need. It wouldn't be a JRPG when you couldn't create and upgrade your weapons. Your crafting recipes can be obtained from completing side quests and main story, opening chests, and digging up treasures with a Negro. There are multiple series type of weapons, and each series have its own unique sets of perks, and the later series are bound to have better stats and perks. The most important factor when it comes to upgrading weapon and wield them is that you have to think about long-term investment, because you will never know when you will get the next best weapon. If you encounter a problem of finding specific monster parts that you would need to create or upgrade weapons, you can always check the bestiary. They will show you what they will drop and their locations. However, they don't exactly show their location, as each area is big enough that you would need a Negro to ease your suffering of running with your two human legs. Negro is a two-tailed large cat that is the most adorable creature in the world of Heryon. They are friendly and willing to explore the world with you, except for a certain area which I won't disclose of. Also, don't feed them slimes, they are poisonous. Quick tip, if you want to play this game on Xbox controller, press B to pet them. Now I have played this game with an Xbox controller. If you have a PlayStation or Xbox controllers, use them. It would make the whole experience easier than playing on a mouse and keyboard due to a lot of skills and commands, but do whatever that is comfortable for you as long as you enjoy the game. As you journey along, you will unlock the Incense, where main characters will talk to each other regarding certain topics to let us grasp an understanding of their relationship and past. Think of it as another way to know the lore behind the world and what situations had made them who they are. Also includes the in the world quest, the exclamation mark that you can see above non-playable characters. Now, I'm not some kind of professional JRPG player and played this game on normal. Do mind that my first run has completed mostly on the side quests and haven't completed around 2 to 5 of them, and the collectibles of 100 crystal fruits and all the chests. This game took me about 43 hours to reach the end of chapter 7. You may be wondering why I said chapter 7. At the end of the credit scenes, they mentioned that there will be a future updates of the game for free, meaning the developers intended to have this game as a standalone and will update the main story or chapters in the future as they go. This is based on my understanding, so we as players, as we paid a minimum of $29.99 USD. This is a standard edition, by the way, without discount on Steam, and have access to all of this content. Hell, they even respond to their player base when it comes to the game itself. For those of you who have played Final Fantasy franchise, you would be thinking, oh, this is another Final Fantasy ripoff or anything like that. You really need to understand that this game is created by a very small studio that consists of 8 people. 8 people! Sure, there are bound to be bugs and mistakes on the voice lines, but they aren't that bad. Unlike Cyberpunk, where the game just breaks down in the middle of an important mission or during your casual Friday chaos. They may be a small company, but you can feel the love and passion when you play this game. From the way the game is designed in terms of progression, exploration is highly recommended if you want to progress the main story smoothly. The game offers a lot of different environments, including the constant change in weather and climate to set the scenes differently and yet enjoyable to watch as you ride on your Negro or find a spot to admire the scenery while killing monsters who dares to bother you in your short moment of relaxation. And that is all I can tell based on my 43 hours of experience with Edge of Eternity. This video is not sponsored by Midgard Studio, the developers of the Edge of Eternity. And I would like to thank you guys for creating such a game where I feel like I can wander around with a Necro and killing monsters to the brink of extinction, which is not gonna happen for a long time while delaying the search to cure for the corrosion. I also want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it this far, click on the like video and subscribe because it's free and algorithm. Hope you guys enjoy your day and hope this video is helpful for you. Stay safe and healthy. I will see you guys on the next video.